Got him. Good job, buddy. There's technology. I like it.
I got backups.
Here's what really hurts you, though, man, is you had C.J. Spiller. How do you not start C.J. Spiller in your lineup? He has 17, man.
All those other guys were projected to do better.
C.J. Spiller. He's a stud. You got to start him.
I will next week.
All right, moving on to the next game. This would be...
The next game is Krusty's Clown College.
There you go.
Versus the Wild Poopers. A little inter-family
battle
on.
Absolutely. Okay.
The Wild Poopers, after defeat, I think, from me last week, bounces back with 132 over her brother, who only managed to score 97. Big score, though. 132. That's decent.
That is very good. Yeah, and again, Josh, like father, like son, both couldn't break 100, so they stink. Josh had Drew Brees, who did pretty good this week with 19. I'm sure he would have liked more. Emmanuel Sanders did 20, so he's happy with that for Denver. That's good. Eric Decker, who is the ex... Dude, are you putting something too close to a speaker? Because now I'm getting like an echo.
No, I'm not even doing anything.
All right, sorry. Eric Decker was 16, and Greg the Leg Zerline for 13. That was nice. Kat had a bunch of points here. She had Cam Newton for 20. She had Calvin Johnson for 14. Andre Johnson for 13. That's the Johnson & Johnson for those following along at home. Julius Thomas for 13. And the Bills defense for 29. Defenses went off this season, or this week for sure. I do have to laugh at her starting stupid Carlos Hyde. The other San Francisco back only got her one, so leave it to the inconvenient truth, Frank Gore. He's mine. Carlos Hyde ain't nothing.
Hey, that was pretty wild. I saw that game. Frank Gore, old man of the sea, still getting it done. Carlos Hyde is supposed to be the future of the team, and man, Gore looked great.
Yep, thank goodness
he's good.
I'm glad,
Before we move on, I just a general comment for last week. It was a bloodbath out there. I mean, guys were going down left and right. Jamal Charles, of course.
And it seemed to happen all in the first quarter, too, right? It was like down. Yeah.
I had to look away at one point. It was just...
I just kept thinking, please not one of mine. Please not one of mine.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so on the bench, Josh left Phillip Rivers for 30, so that could have definitely helped him. I don't know if, I mean, again, I don't think that would have made him win, but still would have made him more respectable. And Kat had Sammy Watkins, who I understand he had a bad week one, but she threw him on the bench after 1 week. He had 27 on her bench. Not that she needed him, but she could have been up in the 150. So, word to the wise, don't bail on your people just so early. It's only 1 week, now it's 2, so let's build before we react. So, moving on to game 3, this is Terry versus... Sorry, go ahead. You go.
This is game 4, by the way.
Sorry.
Game 4 is a heartbreaker for Team Mouseketeers. Lose by 2 measly points to the Braille Bombers, 97-95. Close one.
Very close, absolutely.
Mama pulls it out.
Yeah, this one came down to a little guy by the name of Luck. Andrew Luck, who came to town on Monday night to save the day with 24, riding on a white horse called the Colts. Demarius Thomas helped her with 17. The Panthers D got her 14, so she was sitting pretty there. Terry, rough day for her. Ryan Matthews, hurt, goes out, only got her 7 before then. AJ Green, turf toe, out, 0. Vincent Jackson only got her 9, and Brian Hartline only had 10. So, 8. Didn't even make 10 is what I was saying. So, while she had some good spots, she just had so many holes in her lineup, she couldn't recover from that. So, great job, Mama, with the victory. Came down to the wire, and I'm sure it killed Terry that on her bench was Ahmad Bradshaw scoring 26 Monday night that would have catapulted her past and won the game. So, you can, sometimes you don't know.
He looked great.
Yeah.
He looked faster than I remember him being.
I can think Trent Richardson's hearing those bells in the back of his head going, I'm not going to be the starter very long if this guy keeps going off, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. I forgot Terry had AJ Green. That's a bummer with 0. Yep. That guy should be in the 20s.
To lose 2 guys during the same day, that's got to be rough. So, I feel for her. I'm sure she's going to make adjustments. She's a good team. She's going to come back, and so, better luck next week, right? Let's move on to the next group. It's
next game 5. This was the Malibu Stacy's against the mighty powerful this week Rockland Smashers, who was overshadowed by you, ended up running up his own high score of 193 to 109. I mean, Don started Brady. I told her that was the right move, but when you're 90 down, nothing's going to help. So you could go through them, but I think he had it covered.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he definitely had it covered. She should have started Cutler with 33, but who would have known he could do that much against San Francisco? Who's supposed to have a good defense. Maybe they don't this year. And Tom Brady, man, a king of the up and down, but he's not the guy you want to quit on. You don't want to give him up because look at last year, right? He came on big, so it's hard to know. I feel for Don on that one.
Who did they play? Because Don was saying, I got Cutler going against San Francisco, and I thought, ooh, that's terrible.
Right, it was Brady against Minnesota, who was...
Exactly.
Right, exactly. So anyhow, Brady didn't help her. The ones that did help her, Julio Jones with 21, Greg Olsen with 13, and Jeremy Hill, the Cincinnati running back. I don't know if she picked him up off of waivers or if she drafted him. I can't remember. Excuse me, I just burped. But he had 17. On her bench again, Cutler for 33 and Travis Klecki for 12. But again, wouldn't have mattered.
Who's going to start him?
Right. On the other side, you got big man Clemens bringing the wood with Nick Foles for 21, Giovanni Bernard for 27. You ready for this? Jordy Nelson for 42.
Yeah.
Wow. And he didn't need this. Delaney Walker for another 34. I mean, he just went bam, bam, bam the whole way down. He even had Jordan Matthews on the bench for 27 and Michael Crabtree on the bench for 21. He could have passed me and left me in the dust. So we'll see what he does this week. He looks stacked right now. Again, we're early in the season, but so far he's looking like the team to beat.
Well, it was his birthday, so he got a belated birthday present with that win over my wife.
Happy birthday, Mr. 9/11 terrorist lover.
Right. Okay, and then the final matchup of the week. Let me go over to it now.
Back to the notes.
Was Team with 88 points, ends up winning with 88.
I know.
Ladies who could only muster up 79.
Again, another close one between these two under 100 teams right now. But it was fun to watch and certainly came down to the wire.